Imagine waking up in the morning, full of energy and inspiration. The day seems perfect, and then suddenly one phrase, one look, or one action, and everything goes wrong. Someone said something behind your back. Someone's success made you feel uneasy. We've all been there. But the question is not whether it happens, but how we react to it. What if you could not give in to these emotions? What if every attempt at jealousy or lying was met with your unwavering confidence and calm? Today I'm going to show you how to make this a reality. We're going to look at real strategies that will help protect your inner peace and turn even the most difficult situations to your advantage. Jealousy and lying are emotions and actions that at first glance may seem trivial or even a natural part of human interaction. But their true impact is deeper than we usually realize. They destroy our emotional well-being, undermine relationships, and cause us to lose control of our own inner peace. Why does this happen? Let's take a closer look. Jealousy is a feeling that is born when we compare ourselves to others and feel that they have something that we lack. It can be success, beauty, material wealth, or even simple approval from others. Such thoughts provoke irritation, which accumulates over time and becomes a real obstacle to inner harmony. For example, when a colleague gets a promotion and you feel left out, it can cause feelings of injustice and dissatisfaction. You begin to doubt your abilities, your self-esteem drops, and even the smallest success becomes less valuable. Lying, in turn, acts like a hidden virus. It undermines trust between people, creates conflicts, and causes feelings of resentment. Imagine a situation where your trusted friend is hiding the truth. For example, they know something important about your business, but out of envy or fear of losing your success, they don't tell you the truth. You find out about it later, and this creates not only anger, but also disappointment, because trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship. Such situations are common in our lives. A coworker may spread rumors about you just because they think you are getting more attention or recognition. These rumors can destroy your credibility, even if they are unfounded. Or, a friend who is jealous of your success may start avoiding you, talking about you behind your back, or even trying to ruin your accomplishments. The most interesting thing is that envy and lies are more likely to harm the people who express them than the people they are directed at. A jealous person suffers from a constant feeling of dissatisfaction with their life. A liar lives in fear of being exposed and loses the trust of others, which complicates his or her relationships with others. As a result, these emotions and actions destroy not only relationships, but also the person's state of mind. For those who face such manifestations, it is also a challenge. When you are hurt by someone's jealousy, or when you are confronted with a lie, your natural reaction is resentment, anger, or a desire to defend yourself. These emotions, if you're guided by them, only increase the negative impact of the situation. You become a hostage to the actions of others, losing your inner peace. And this is the main trap. Envy and lies cause harm not only directly, but also through the way we react to them. Therefore, it is important to understand that these emotions and actions are simply external phenomena. They have the power to destroy our inner selves if we allow them to influence us. But by realizing their nature and learning how to respond appropriately, we can protect our peace of mind and build a more stable and harmonious inner world. Jealousy and lies have the ability to penetrate deep into our psyche, leaving chaos and imbalance behind. Their influence is not limited to external conflicts or unpleasant moments. They are real disturbers of inner peace that can destroy our ability to think clearly, make informed decisions, and maintain emotional balance. When we are faced with envy or lies, our consciousness begins to focus on these situations. We go over and over in our minds the words and actions we said, trying to find the answer. Why did this happen? How could it have affected me? What did I do wrong? These endless reflections not only take up our time, but also deplete our energy. Subconscious thinking about such situations can continue even during moments of rest or sleep, turning them into an internal background of anxiety. Emotional reactions to envy and lies also take up a lot of our energy. Anger, frustration, sadness, or resentment fill our minds, causing us to lose control of the situation. In such cases, even the simplest tasks become difficult because internal resources are spent on fighting negative emotions. We may feel devastated or even physically tired because of these experiences. The loss of energy directly affects our clarity of thought. When the mind is caught up in the emotions generated by envy or lies, we begin to lose the ability to concentrate. For example, after a conflict caused by a rumor someone has spread about you, you may spend hours thinking about it instead of solving important tasks. This affects both your productivity and your overall sense of satisfaction with life. Even the most interesting things can lose their meaning if you are haunted by the realization that someone is not treating you fairly. At such moments, it is important to recall the wisdom of the Stoics, who taught us to control not the outside world, but our own reaction to it. One of the key principles of Stoicism is as follows. We cannot control the actions of others, but we can control our attitude towards them. This thought can be a real key to staying calm. After all, by realizing that envy or lies are the problems of those who generate them, not yours, you can reduce their impact on your state. Accepting this idea does not mean that situations become less painful, but it does change your focus. Instead of focusing on the actions of others, you start paying attention to yourself. How you react, how you feel, and how you can take better care of your peace of mind. Stoic philosophy suggests that envy and lies should be seen as a test that can help you become stronger. This does not mean that you should tolerate or ignore such situations. Rather, it's an invitation to take a different approach. Instead of wasting time constantly overthinking or letting your emotions run wild, find a way to focus on what you can control. You can preserve your energy, productivity, and clarity of thought if you learn not to let the actions of others take over your inner world. Thus, envy and lies will cease to be destructive to your inner state only when you realize that their impact depends not on the strength of these phenomena, but on your reaction to them. This realization will be the first step to restoring peace and building resilience in the face of any external circumstances. Stoicism, as a philosophy of life, offers invaluable tools for dealing with envy and lies. It helps to better understand the nature of these phenomena, learn how to overcome their negative impact, and maintain inner peace even in the most difficult situations. The main emphasis of the Stoics is on self-control and acceptance of what we cannot change. In this section, we'll take a closer look at how to use Stoic principles to maintain balance in a world where envy and lies have become commonplace. Understand the nature of envy and lies. The Stoics taught that the first step to overcoming any problem is to understand it. People who feel jealous or lie are not acting because of your fault or shortcomings. Their behavior reflects their inner state, fears, insecurities, and dissatisfaction with themselves. Marcus Aurelius wrote that we cannot control other people's actions, but we can focus on our attitude towards them. Envy often arises from comparison. The person who envies you may see in you something that they lack: success, confidence, resources, or even peace of mind. Lying, on the other hand, is a tool that people use to manipulate others, hide their shortcomings, or achieve goals through deception. But it's important to realize that both envy and lies are their problem, not yours. For example, if someone is spreading rumors about you at work, it doesn't mean you've done anything wrong. It could be a way for that person to draw attention to themselves or an attempt to humiliate you because of their own fears and insecurities. Realizing this helps you not to take such actions personally. Don't let emotions control you. When we are faced with envy or lies, a natural reaction is indignation, anger, or the desire to respond in kind. However, the Stoics taught that emotions should not guide our actions. Marcus Aurelius said, "If something outrages you, it is not the phenomenon itself, but your judgment of it." This means that negative emotions arise not because of the situation itself, but because of how we perceive it. The practice of pausing is a powerful tool in Stoicism. It involves stopping before reacting to a situation. When someone is jealous of you or lies to you, try not to react impulsively. Give yourself a few seconds or even minutes to take a deep breath, think about the situation, and decide how to act. This allows you to avoid emotional decisions that often harm us more than the situation itself. For example, if you find out that someone has spread false information about you, your first reaction may be anger and a desire to immediately justify yourself. But if you pause and evaluate the situation, you may decide that it is better to remain calm and not engage in conflict, especially if the lie does not have a serious impact on you. Develop equanimity. Equanimity is one of the key virtues of a Stoic. It is the ability to maintain inner peace regardless of the circumstances. The Stoic principle of amor fati, which translates to love of fate, calls for accepting all events in life, even negative ones, as part of your journey. Envy and lies are phenomena that have always existed and will continue to exist in society. Accepting this fact helps to reduce internal resistance. If you realize that you cannot completely avoid such situations, but you can change your attitude towards them, their impact on your psyche is reduced. For example, when someone shows you envy, instead of getting upset, you can see it as an opportunity to build your confidence. Your ability to not react to jealousy or lies will be proof of your strength and resilience. Act honestly and consistently. The Stoics emphasize the importance of honesty in dealing with other people. If you are confronted with a lie, the best way to respond is to tell the truth, but do so without aggression or anger. Honesty has the ability to defuse conflicts and demonstrate your high moral character. Imagine a situation where a co-worker spreads false information about you to gain an advantage at work. Instead of engaging in an aggressive argument, you can calmly present the facts that prove you are right. This will not only show your honesty, but also demonstrate your ability to remain calm in a conflict situation. Consistency in your actions is also important. If you always remain honest, fair, and calm, this becomes your defense against envy and lies. People who try to manipulate others or humiliate you will see that their actions have no effect on you, and over time, they will stop repeating them. Stoic principles as a shield against toxicity. Stoicism does not call for avoiding conflict or tolerating injustice. It suggests finding a reasonable and wise approach to such situations. Instead of wasting energy on fighting envy or lies, you can focus on strengthening your inner peace. This approach not only helps you stay calm, but also contributes to personal growth. Every situation involving envy or lies can be an opportunity for development. Your tolerance, willpower, wisdom, and even compassion. To summarize, the Stoics offer not only effective, but also practical solutions to deal with envy and lies. Understanding the nature of these phenomena, controlling emotions, developing equanimity, honesty, and consistency are tools that will help you not only stay calm, but also become the best version of yourself. In a world where these phenomena have become commonplace, Stoic philosophy offers a reliable defense that allows you to remain stable and harmonious. Practical application of Stoic philosophy in everyday life helps not only to maintain inner peace, but also to effectively overcome situations involving envy or lies. To make this possible, it is necessary to use simple but powerful techniques that the Stoics developed to manage their emotions and behavior. Below are some of these practical approaches that can be implemented in everyday life. Trigger reaction awareness technique. This technique involves the ability to recognize triggers, situations, or words that cause us to feel strong emotions, such as anger, envy, or resentment. We often react to triggers automatically without thinking, and these reactions can be excessive or even harmful to ourselves. For example, if you find out that someone is spreading false rumors about you, your first reaction may be impulsive, anger, a desire to respond in kind aggression. However, Stoics advise you to stop at this stage and take a pause. The practice of pausing allows you to avoid an automatic reaction. At this point, you can ask yourself the question, will my reaction be beneficial? Is it really that important? The key goal of this technique is to move from an automatic emotional reaction to a conscious choice of how to proceed. You can learn to perceive triggers as signals to stop and think rather than as a challenge to respond immediately. Journal your thoughts. The Stoics, such as Epictetus and Seneca, emphasize the importance of reflecting on your thoughts and actions. Keeping a thought journal is an effective way to analyze your reactions and find ways to improve. Every morning or evening, take a few minutes to write down situations that have triggered strong emotions. For example, if you were annoyed by a co-worker's jealousy or faced with a friend's lie, describe the situation. Write down how you felt and how you reacted. Then ask yourself the following questions. Was my reaction appropriate? Could I have reacted better? How can I act next time in a similar situation? This approach allows you not only to understand yourself better, but also to develop the habit of reacting more wisely. When you regularly analyze your thoughts, you gradually begin to feel in control of your emotions and behavior. Revise your expectations. One of the sources of disappointment, anger, or resentment is high expectations of other people. The Stoics advise to lower your expectations to a minimum, especially in situations that involve the morality or honesty of other people. Marcus Aurelius emphasized that the world is filled with people who act according to their shortcomings, fears, or selfishness. Accepting this fact helps you avoid disappointment. If you don't expect everyone to be honest, polite, or fair, you're less likely to feel resentful or angry. For example, if a friend or colleague lies to you, instead of feeling betrayed, see it as a natural manifestation of human imperfection. This doesn't mean you have to accept this behavior or allow it to affect you, but lowering your expectations will help keep you calm. Talk to yourself. Self-observation and internal dialogue are key elements of Stoic practice. The Stoics believe that our emotions do not depend on the events themselves, but on how we perceive them. Constantly reminding yourself of this helps you control your reactions. For example, when you are faced with a situation that causes strong emotions, ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? Is this emotion good for me? How can I respond without hurting myself? Such questions help to shift the focus from emotions to logic. Remind yourself that emotions are a choice. You can choose how to react to a situation, and this ability is a powerful tool to help you maintain inner peace. For example, if someone is jealous of you and makes negative comments, instead of feeling resentful or angry, you can tell yourself, this person is acting out of their pain. Their words do not define me. How to put these tips into practice. Practicing these techniques daily will help make them an automatic part of your behavior. Start with one aspect. For example, keeping a thought journal or practicing pausing. Over time, add new elements, such as internal dialogue or lowering expectations of others. Stoic philosophy does not call for complete indifference or passivity. It teaches us wisdom and self-control, allowing us to remain calm and harmonious even in difficult circumstances. Use these techniques as tools to help you not only overcome negative emotions, but also become a more resilient and happier person. In the end, envy and lying are not just negative emotions or actions, but real destructive forces that can damage our inner health. They lead to constant irritation, lower self-esteem, and generate mistrust and conflict. However, as Stoic philosophy shows, we have the ability to choose how to respond to these situations. Stoicism teaches us to remain calm, realizing that we cannot control the actions of others, but we can control our reaction to them. It is important to remember that true calm and wisdom come when we do not allow external circumstances to throw us off balance. I urge you to try to apply the principles of Stoicism in your everyday life, not to react to the toxicity around you, but to maintain inner peace. Share your experience in the comments. Tell us how it worked for you. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new videos with useful tips for inner peace and self-improvement.